Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's my guy knows a guy on the SportX Insights YouTube channel with SportX.bet. Crazy day in the NBA yesterday. Absolutely crazy day. We stayed afloat. We stayed afloat just barely. We're going to be joined by my brother Jay Money is Money. If you guys don't know, check out his live stream every single day on YouTube, NBA Talk with Jay. He's going to be joining us in a couple of minutes, as long as the technology goes right now. My connection was doing that thing again, but everything seems to be clear right now. Trying to just deliver the best. Trying to deliver the best. As long as the tech complies. Going to bring Jay in. Only 2 games today. So yeah, just if you guys don't know my bro Jay, make sure you check out his channel. Say good morning to him in the chat. And good morning, Jay. How's it going today, bro? Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday, man. NBA, couple of games. Trying to get some cash, man.
100%. We already know yesterday was wacky day in the NBA. One of those days, really just trying to move on. Could have hit some other spots, but today, short 2-game slate. Just told everyone about your channel, bro. We're very excited about your work. I know you have the stream coming up later today. Probably some more tidbits, more information. But hey, the more the better, right? The more the better. I'm gonna be honest. I know we were talking just before this. It's not the best slate today, everyone. Mm-hmm. It's not. Any thoughts on just the way the schedule is laid out today?
Bro, I don't know why they do these little one-off games. Even though this TNT day or whatever, I still feel like they could at least try to take some games from Wednesday or Friday just to make it more of a slate. But obviously they want all the eyes on the TNT games, and that's another thing as well. That's why I try to stay away from these standalone national TV games, because especially whatever is obvious, that's usually what loses. But we'll see what happens today. Always trying to get some cash.
100%. Let's start just as you say, bro. Straight to business. Let's start with the Sixers and the Lakers game. I'll be honest, with AD coming back and a couple of pieces in and out of the lineup, I thought this would be a pick'em today. But honestly, with Sixers minus 2.5, there's a lot of stuff off the court as well, everyone. You have to keep in mind, we all know this, the tragic circumstances with the anniversary around Kobe as well. There's a lot of stuff going on within the Lakers organization. The Sixers are favored, though, for a reason. I believe they've been propelled by Joel Embiid's play recently. He's been putting them on his back. Who else is going to score tonight, Jay? What do you think about this game?
Yeah, I think obviously Joel Embiid is going for MVP right now. So, I mean, he's damn near automatic for 30 points. My problem is, like you say, who else is going to be the next guy? We know they still have Seth Curry out, so it's going to be who's going to step up for the Sixers, because obviously Embiid can go off, but he's going to need his supporting cast to come to play today as well, especially with the Lakers having AD back. They have Dwight Howard to bring off the bench as well, so they're going to have to throw some bigs at Joel Embiid here. Obviously, he tries to get other players in foul trouble, so we'll see what happens. Who gets in foul trouble first? Will it be AD, or will they try to get Embiid in foul trouble? So be interesting to see what happens in this one. I lean the Lakers here. That's the only way that I can look.
Yeah, great point as well, especially about the supplemental help for the Sixers. There's just not much there. Tobias Harris, can he really sustain what he did the other day? I think him and Joel Embiid, they combined for like 75 points, close to 80 points. He hasn't really been bringing that night in, night out, so it's going to be key for Tobias Harris. It's a big game for him tonight as well. With Joel Embiid, they've made his props like 33.5 for points. For me, I can't go into that territory, especially if I missed the party. I feel like I missed the party, Jay.
Yeah, definitely, bro. He's going for MVP. I can tell you that right now. He's really trying to. You see him not sitting out games and stuff. If it was last year, he'd been sat out probably 10 games already. I'm talking about back-to-back, whatever. Against the sorry teams, he's sitting out. Not this year. He's trying to go for 40, 50 every single night. So I don't think it'll be that easy versus the Lakers. We see them kind of streaking as well. They got a shot of momentum over there, a shot of adrenaline with AD coming back. So there may be some money here to be made with the Lakers. They are 1-5 against the spread last 6, but first game of back-to-back as well. I see them competing, going all out in this one. Then they might get ran off the court tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. Who do they play tomorrow?
They play the Hornets tomorw in Charlotte, so we'll see what happens. I usually don't like messing with a game, first game of back-to-back. Unfortunately, both games feature a team that's in a back-to-back. The Lakers play tomorrow in Charlotte, and the Timberwolves play in Phoenix tomorrow, so it's always tough.
The Sixers did sweep this series last season, but they did have Ben Simmons then. For me, everyone, I think I'm going to stay away from the side in this game, partially because you got a lot of I know Jay knows as well. I just don't really take too many Sixers spreads. Recently, I had a bad run with the Sixers. Everyone has that, maybe one or two teams that are sort of a thorn in your side. The Sixers, for me, happen to be one of those teams, especially from last year. Nothing goes normal in these guys' games. I'm going to say that straight up. I'll say it every time they play. I sprinkled against them on the money line with the Magic. That wasn't a very good bet that day, but they looked horrible in the first half, and then they came out like the '96 Bulls in the second half. I'm just seeing a team that's playing two different halves right now. The only prop I did have listed in this game was LeBron James over 2.5 threes. The only reason I didn't play that is because I haven't played a LeBron threes prop this season, but my research did have LeBron over 2.5 threes in this game. The volume is there, and a lot of maybe the narrative stuff going on with the Lakers as well. LeBron might be trying to put on a show tonight, win or lose. That's just kind of how I'm seeing it. We don't have to spend too much time on this, but we can go to the next one as well. Maybe we can talk about some other stuff as well.
You got some Anthony Davis props?
Let me pull up the numbers as well. Yeah, let's strategize. Let's strategize.
A one day could be. I don't know. I don't think I ever even played like a blocks or steals prop, but I see what it is on AD tonight. Obviously, he's the anchor of the defense. When he's coming back, it's basically like, hey, you sit down here and you make sure nobody gets any easy baskets. That's basically what we saw versus the Heat and versus the Nets. So I could maybe see AD steals and blocks possibly getting there today. And if like I say, today with a couple of TNT games, only 2 games, I'd be fading the public. So if you feeling like, I mean, I can't tell anybody what to do, but it's just me. If I feel like you love something or you think some shit's easy today, it's probably not.
Yeah, especially because there's only like two events to place. I noticed that a lot as well. When there are only like 3 or 4 different outcomes, the public really gets hurt on those days. But let's see how it goes today. Jay, we have a question as well in the chat. What are your guys' main teams on your hell no list? Like the teams that you have any teams that you just won't bet, or everything is situational?
Man, everything's situational. Let me just pull up some shit real quick. But I can tell you this: there are some socks that I've put in the other room, meaning I'm not touching them. Meaning I'm not buying that team. The Magic will be added there, but that's the thing. The Magic, obviously, when they're catching double digits, that's their role. So I can't say that. Let me see. The Pacers are a team I won't be betting on for a while. The Wizards are a team that I won't be betting on for a while. The Kings are a team that I will not be betting for a while.
The worst team.
The Rockets are another team that I would not be betting for a while. That's just me personally. Obviously, you never know what you're going to get from them. I can't necessarily put the Magic in there yet because this team does compete hard. They just can't. Obviously, it was still a good spot to take them yesterday, guys. I don't feel bad. It was a good spot. You see them favored, obviously, for a reason. Clippers in a terrible spot. The Clippers came to win the game. They found energy in the second half. So I still think there's money to be made with the Magic, but when they're catching 7 or more points, or especially double digits, that's when the Magic are and on the road as well. It's crazy because they play terrible at the house, man. Only won 3 games at the house all year. But I'm not writing the Magic off just yet. But Pacers, Wizards, the Rockets, and Kings, they probably won't see my money for the rest of the season.
Okay, yeah, thanks for answering that as well, bro. Just sharp list of teams. I believe the Magic are tanking, but we'll have to see. There's probably gonna be situational spots with them, but we'll see though. We'll see how it goes. And those other teams you named, man, the Kings, bro, worst team in professional sports, bro. Worst team. I mean, even when it's a perfect betting spot and all the stars are aligned, you cross all your T's, dot all your I's, they just still look like the Kings sometimes. I don't know, man. They might need to move to Vegas. Everyone, hit the like button for us as well. Follow my bro, J Money is Money on Twitter. Check out his YouTube channel as well. You can type in J Money on YouTube. It pops right up. Going live sometimes multiple times a day. Great insights all day. And my dog, we want to pay respect. Hey, also hit the like button as well, everyone. And subscribe if you're watching on Twitter. We're gonna get to this Warriors T-Wolves game, and we're out of here. It's only 2 games. If you have any more questions, go ahead and ask us. I have a lean towards LeBron James over 2.5 threes. Not the strongest stuff in this game, and I can definitely see my tab froze, Jay. I can't pull it up, but I will pull it up towards the end. Anthony Davis, maybe his minutes will increase slowly over time, right?
Yeah, no, I definitely think they're going to increase, man. We'll see what happens. Like I said, if I had to bet this game, man, I'd be leaning the Lakers plus the 2.5. I can't really get many money percentages from sites right now, but I already know that everybody's looking. I see people on Twitter saying it's a short number for the 76ers. I even see people in chat here. You can't lay with the Lakers. Lakers trash, all this. So, like I say, man, the public seems to be heavy on both favorites tonight. We see the favorites went 6-1 yesterday, so the favorites cleaned up yesterday. I don't know, man.
It was shocking yesterday too. Some of them, I thought some of them were like straight setup spots for the public too. Like I even stayed away from the Suns game because of that. I got scared, bro. But on a day like today, less games. It's you know, you guys just really just pick and choose your spots. Maybe 1 or 2 spots, or even just wait till tomorrow. Friday there's a bunch of games too.
The only favorite that didn't cover yesterday were the Bucks, and I mean you could say the Magic. That obviously that was 1+1, whatever. But in theory they closed as favorite. But Bucks and the Magic, man, a couple teams that I was on did not fucking cover it. Other than that, every single favorite covered. The scary ones were the Nuggets covering their game. Obviously the Grizzlies, I was on them, but everybody was on that one. And the Suns, the Heat as well. So those were major public games that cashed. I could see a bloodbath tonight. So I'm gonna say.
Okay, 100%. We can move on if you want, bro. Warriors, T-Wolves. I got 2 props I like in that game. Not much on the side. The total. I'm just gonna roll the system and play some small bets here, and we'll try to continue on to tomorrow, everyone. When it comes to these particular teams, we know they just played a couple of weeks ago, but there was no Steph Curry in that matchup. I don't even think Draymond played that night, right? Draymond and Steph were out when the T-Wolves and the Warriors played 2 weeks ago. I think that was one of the first games. Steph played?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Let me go and see. I'm pretty damn sure that Steph played.
Yeah, I think
Draymond was out. I believe Draymond was out.
Yeah, I said that wrong. Apologies, everyone. 1 second, though.
Let's see. Yeah, no, Steph did sit out.
Yeah, he sat out that game.
Yeah, he was out.
Steph and Draymond were out that night. The T-Wolves, I think you had them that day too, the T-Wolves. I remember that. The T-Wolves, they blew them away that day. It was a Sunday. And in that matchup, we saw the Warriors were able to compete up until about the midway of the third quarter, and then they ran out of gas. They didn't have the depth that night. They didn't have the star power. It's really difficult to bet against the T-Wolves when that big 3 is intact. They do have a big game against the Suns tomorrow, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But they have young legs. On the spread in this game, everyone, I'll be honest, with what I saw, I was on the right side against the Mavs the other day. That's its own event, its own outcome. But I do think that the Warriors as a whole will get out of their like mini slump that they're in. I just feel like they're just too good, and that it was natural for them to dip their level of play to dip because they set the bar so high to start the season. But the T-Wolves are a very scary team to bet against. That's why I'm not going to bet against them on the spread today. Because if they were to win outright tonight, I would, with the way Steph Curry is slumping from 3, I will not be surprised.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either. It also wouldn't surprise me seeing a close game. I get it. Everybody on the Warriors here, a lot of people simply looking at a revenge spot. I don't necessarily think it's that simple. You got to look a little bit deeper into the game. Maybe the Timberwolves just match up well with them, right? Obviously, their bench can really match up with the Warriors' bench in this one. So it's going to be a tough game. Can't wait to watch it. Definitely not forcing the play. I know everybody's on the Warriors. Hey, I don't have a bet on this game, so I hope you cash. But, hey, the Timberwolves in this type of situations, they do come to play. I can really see them going all out tonight. It's only 2 things will happen. Either the Wolves will go all out tonight and try to win this game and then fade tomorrow versus Suns, or they'll get down in this one, pack it in, and get ready for their game tomorrow. Obviously, two of the top teams in the West, you got back-to-back. One of these teams, they're going to get blown out by. So the Timberwolves, I must say, they're 0-5 against the spread last 5 road games, and that's something I've noticed as well, that they're not playing as well on the road. You see that game versus the Blazers as well. They come out sluggish. They came back and got up by 9, but still pissed it away late, and the game should have went to overtime. They really deserved to lose their game. So we'll see what happens. Could they be looking to head to this one? It's very possible. I don't even really have a lean, man. It's gonna be a good game. Everyone's on the Warriors though, so let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Everyone is on the Warriors. I think the T-Wolves have a great shot to compete, especially early in the game. I think Towns historically has performed very well against the Warriors too. Even during the Wiggins days, there are some really close covers during the heyday of the Warriors. I remember that. And in this game, Thanks for the insights too as well, Jay. In this game, I'm going to pinpoint two props. One is more risky to me, and one is simply just because I don't think we're going to see that line for the rest of the season, and it's juiced. I don't want to recommend it like that very often because it's minus 140, but I'm going to take Steph Curry over 3.5 threes, simply because we're not going to see 3.5 probably for the rest of the season. And he's really due to come out of a slump, and I think it's a prop that can hit whether they cover or not. Over 3.5 threes for Steph Curry is minus 140. And the other one I had listed that I'm going to bet, his regular line is down to 2.5, D'Angelo Russell, but I'm going to boost it up to 3.5 for plus 115. It's the same sort of angle to narrative. How you feel about this, Jay? He's going up against the Warriors. They traded him. I took him with his assists over against the Nets. He snapped against the Nets. I think he's going to snap again against the Warriors, but really from 3 this time. I want to take his assists over, but Beverly might come back and ruin it. If Beverly is out, I will take D'Angelo Russell's assists over, but for now, I'm going to take over 3.5 threes for plus 115.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the threes at? I think he finna try to come in there and compete with Steph. We know that they was on the team for a brief stint. I was kind of thinking that same thing this morning. I was like, hold on, Russell coming back to the Warriors arena, he gonna want to show out, man. So we'll see what happens. That doesn't necessarily mean that the Timberwolves can cover, but I could see Russell having a big game here. But then, like again, they hadn't been playing that well on the road, but I would be looking at maybe some Russell props, points and threes. Even if they get smacked up here, I could see him at least coming to play here, at least having something. Like I said, I could see him and Curry going back to back with some threes in this one, my guys. So I think you're going 2-0 with those props.
Hey, let's go. You heard him. You heard J Money, everyone. Let's go. We're about to blast off. Let's try it out today. I'm gonna go small on those. And also, Jay, I have a question for you too. I was meaning to ask you. A lot of these teams they're highly motivated, like the T-Wolves, because of their positioning in the standings. It's like really sandwiched in the West. How do you feel about certain teams using their position in the standings really to motivate themselves further, really push themselves? Like, really, what I'm saying is, how do you incorporate the standings into your handicap?
Man, the Timberwolves are due to come up. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not betting against the Wolves for a while. I know that they got us versus the Blades over there that was on the road, but this is a team that's due to come up a lot. Like, I feel like they might get a top 6 team in the top 6 seed over there in the West. So I think it has a lot to do with things. Especially when you have teams playing another team that's higher than them, and if you're due to catch up, that's basically like a double win. That's a win on you, and then it's a loss for them. So it's you gaining up. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's you moving up the column basically 2 games. So I do put that into my handicapping as well. I said it the other day when the Celtics were facing the Wizards, I believe, and when you're lesser in the standings, I feel like you want the game a little bit more. Obviously, this is the middle of the season. You're going to see some of these top heavy teams that's sitting in the top 4 get a little fat and happy because they know that it doesn't matter about right now. It matters about getting in your groove going into the playoffs, basically. So I don't know, man. The Timberwolves, this type of team, especially with their big 3, as you mentioned, Russell, Edwards, and Towns, I won't be betting against them a whole lot of times this year.
Yeah, it would probably have to be super situational. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to discuss. Maybe some look ahead for tomorrow. We can talk about that later even. Tomorrow's a stacked schedule, everyone. If you guys don't know about J Money, you guys definitely should know by now. And if you don't know, go check him out on Twitter. J Money is Money, his YouTube channel. NBA Talk with Jay, going live every single day, giving out NBA betting insights. This is NBA Betting Today, SportX Insights YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Help the video get, we have 170 people watching. Help the video get 150 likes if possible. Take a second to hit the like button if you guys like the content, free sports betting content. And just best of luck on the slate tonight. Only 2 games, as I said. Maybe don't go too crazy. And maybe I think tomorrow projects even better. I have a couple of things circled for tomorrow. Let's see, anything could change with the injury reports. And personally, I'm just going to go with D'Angelo Russell over 3.5 threes because I don't like the over 2.5 minus 150. I'm going to do over 3.5 sprinkle, and then I'm going to pay the price with Steph Curry over 3.5 threes minus 140. I'll pay the juice. Anything for you today, Jay? If not, it's no pressure. It's one of those days. But how you feel about these picks?
Man, I'm leaning the Lakers. I like both of your props in the Warrior game. Obviously, late night TNT. I do think it'll be I think they'll be hoisting some threes up. So, and I think that Russell and Curry probably going back and forth in this one. I think you cash both of those, my guy. I'm gonna have to ride with you. But nothing official for me. I hadn't bet anything. And in all honesty, I may just go chill with the fam today, go to the park, chill out. Big
Yeah,
day
hell
tomorrow.
yeah. Hell yeah. Blessings, bro. Blessings to you and your family. Let's keep it going, bro. I do want to say to everyone, I like D'Angelo Russell's assist too over, but the Beverly news is in the way. The other day we cashed, we were on the right side of the injury report news. They could easily just throw Beverly in there and then, the party is over for D'Lo. But maybe his threes will go up. Let's see if we can cash today. If not, we'll move on to tomorrow. I recommend straight bets. My brother J Money is Money, friend of the show, friend of the channel, my friend. Let's keep going, everyone, and blasting off. Make as much money as possible. Enjoy the basketball, and we'll see you again. Jay's about to go live on his channel probably within in an hour. Anything else you want to share? We'll get out of here, bro.
Yeah, 12:30 Eastern. I'm going live today with my guy Ronald Cobain, man, from Sports Memo. So hey, if y'all want to check us out, obviously it's only 2 games today. Maybe I'm pretty sure my guy Ronald got a couple of totals over there. So we're gonna try to get some cash. We're usually live at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, guys. If y'all want to check it out, hit the like button, subscribe to my guy Friday channel as well.
Peace out, guys. Positivity to all.